Hi everyone, so fans of this person will know this story already. I'm talking about the journalist Rania Khalek, who amongst other things, she's a great journalist, amongst other things she puts together, she works for In The Now. They do those viral videos on Twitter and Facebook and social media that sort of exposes Western imperialism and exposes the war machine. Well, CNN have colluded with Facebook to suspend them. Always the mainstream media, isn't it? Always the mainstream media who are doing this. So to show what happened, I'm going to go to this, Shadowproof. This is a independent website that I've literally just found. I'm just going to read the first couple of paragraphs here, if you don't mind. It says, CNN went in search for a story about a Russian-funded digital media project that produces viral videos aimed at undermining American democracy. There's talking here about In The Now. I've shared their videos in the past. They are excellent. When the journalists, though, that were investigating In The Now could not find what they were looking for, they effectively manufactured the news story by giving Facebook a pretext for removing the project's pages used to share videos. And now the cable news network had their story. 4 CNN journalists, it took them 4 to write that report. It took 4 of them. You know, I think it took 4 to write the report on for the tech, CNN Tech, when they did that hatchet job on Jimmy Dore as well. It's why does it take 4? Quote, Russia is backing a viral video company aimed at American millennials, end quote, it said. It appeared online late in the day on February the 15th and broke the news that Maflick Media had their Facebook pages for 3 video channels suspended. Well, here's the thing. They aren't required to do what CNN were informing Facebook that they weren't doing. Let me explain. They obviously went after In The Now and started looking at all their videos to dredge up some crap on them, to find maybe something that In The Now was reported on or said in one of their videos that was wrong, inaccurate, misleading or false news. When they couldn't find it, they started to go after them, the company personally. And what they found was the Facebook page for In The Now did not say that it was funded by Russia or the Russian government. You might see that you get that when you go to RT on YouTube. The thing is, everybody knows that In The Now was funded by Russia. It's not a secret. It was in the open. And furthermore, Facebook does not require pages to actually put a disclaimer on there that they're funded by anywhere, let alone state media. So In The Now didn't have to do it. Nobody else did either. Al Jazeera don't have to, their Facebook page doesn't have to say that they are fully funded by so-and-so. Any Facebook page that is funded by a business or a company, they don't have to do it on Facebook. So essentially, CNN complained about that to Facebook, and Facebook suspended In The Now from their platform. As I put in this tweet, I couldn't believe it, because they weren't doing something on Facebook that nobody else was doing, which wasn't required or against the rules. And that's what they were suspended for. And it's always the frigging media, the mainstream media, who are fueling this attack on anti-war voices and independent media, isn't it? It's always the mainstream media that are starting it. Think about it. Do you remember the Bernie bot groups? Rachel Maddow. This is how I was introduced to Rachel Maddow. This is how I found out about her, because of this episode that she did on Russian bots infiltrating Bernie groups. I was one of the internet marketers who had bots in the groups. Me. I had over 800 of them, me and a partner. So instantly I knew what Rachel Maddow was saying was fucking bullshit, because what she was saying was what I was doing and what my friends were doing in these groups was Russian propaganda. And it wasn't. And a lot of the people that she was saying, oh, these accounts are coming from Macedonia and are coming from Albania. She was saying, oh, they're doing them for nefarious reasons. No, they're doing them to make money, you stupid, crazy bitch. They're internet marketers. It's an internet marketing campaign. This is how I was introduced to Rachel Maddow. I'm going to do a longer video on this at some point because it's a pattern. But that's how I was introduced to her. And it was, remember, it's the mainstream media that started that story. Blatantly false, but it certainly did stir up a lot of anti-Russia theory on Facebook. Pretty soon afterwards, people in the chat are going to agree with me, especially if they were in Bernie groups in 2016. Pretty soon afterwards, you could not spend 30 frigging seconds on Facebook and make any sort of comment on Facebook that was not 100% favour of the oligarchy and Hillary Clinton, or you were instantly smeared as a Russian bot on Facebook. I used to get called it 2,500 to 100 times a day around that time. That's the sort of hysteria that was whipped up by Rachel Maddow and the media. And it didn't stop there. It carried on. The Wall Street Journal, remember, they were the ones who then attacked Google. They attacked Google for advertisements preying on pro-ISIS channels or channels that were pro-Nazi. Obviously, this was 1 or 2 or 3 isolated instances out of billions and billions and billions of hours of content that are uploaded to YouTube and Google every day. But the Wall Street Journal made a big deal out of it. Next thing you know, YouTube have cancelled pretty much their advertisement on their platform, and independent media like Carl Kalinsky, like David Pakman, like, you know, others like David Dole, like Mike Figueroa, not so much David Pakman, but independent media struggled badly and nearly had to fold. And if it wasn't for the audience giving them money through Patreon and funding them, they would have gone under. Again, that was the media starting that attack. And then, of course, there was the CNN Tech article that they did on Jimmy Dore, putting him into articles that include Nazis and paedophiles and stuff like it. I remember Jen Kuger saying, "You monsters." And I remember thinking, you know what, Jen, I don't agree with you a lot anymore, but you're damn right there. It was monstrous what they did. Saying he's far left. He's far left. Why? Because he likes unions and he wants everybody to have healthcare. Oh, well, he must be far left then. Again, it was the media that started that attack on him. And then, of course, we come to the big free speech issue over the last year, and that's the deplatforming of Alex Jones. Who led that? Who led it? It was CNN again, going through all minute by minute videos that he'd done years previously. 20 years of material he's got there. CNN were having their researchers go through it and try and find every instance they possibly could where Alex Jones said something crazy that wasn't true, or something that slightly broke the rules. And it was CNN that got Alex Jones deplatformed. They were the ones who cheered it on. It's the goddamn media that are doing it. Why? Because we threaten them. People like Rania Khalek, although she's not independent, she's obviously funded by Russia, but she threatens them because she's exposing the media's lies. And the very people that she is exposing are leading the attack to get them silenced. Now, I know our country and our government, and in the government in the US, are trying desperately at the moment to rein in social media, so they think, and I keep seeing articles on the BBC saying, oh, social media, YouTube are advancing this or that or the other that's bad, and it's all it's all going to be used to silence our voices, to silence independent media. So for you politicians who are out there and you are saying, oh, we need to reform the media, stand up for us. We goddamn need it, because we're facing an onslaught at the moment from the likes of CNN and the established media who have been lying routinely to you and I for decades and cheering us on to every single war that has killed tens of millions of people. We don't do that. We tell you the truth. People like Rania Khalek tell you the truth. And this is why they're such a threat to people like CNN. And this is why they attack us relentlessly. And this is why now, as I say, they've been going after Google, they've been going after Facebook, they've been going after Facebook again. And now, as I touched on previously, They're doing now exactly the same thing with Reddit and Bernie groups in Reddit. And what do you know? It was February the 14th this came out, just 4 days before Bernie Sanders announces his run for president. What do you think they are going to be using this now as? This is out there. This is going to be the article that other people are going to start to reference, and this is going to grow. And then all of a sudden, Reddit is going to be, the voice is going to be silenced on Reddit as well. Mark my words, it's coming, and it's the mainstream media that are going to be leading the charge to get us silenced. It has to stop. It's bloody evil, is what it is. And we've got to fight back against these bastards, because if they carry on the way they are and we don't win this fight, we could very well all be wiped off the face of the fucking planet. For more truly honest, independent media like the video you just saw, please subscribe and click the bell below as well so you get a notification of when I drop further videos. If you also like and share and comment on the video as well, that really helps with the algorithm and boosts exposure. And if you can support me, please do so. You can do with any of the avenues on the screen at the moment and below this video. You can support me for as little as $1 a month on Patreon, and every dollar helps. We need your support at the moment. We do not have an operating fourth estate. I'm sure you're aware, a functioning media holding power accountable is vital for democracy. At the moment, we haven't got it. So people like me are having to fill their shoes and do the job for them with your support. Thanks very much for your support. Till next time. Peace and take care.